Yes, sir. Reporting for duty. We're talking about the Army Green 2020 Tacoma TRD Pro. I'm going to show you features, benefits, reasons why you might want to buy it. So why are we talking about TRD Pro Tacoma? Because for the last 6 or 7 years, it's been one of the most sought after, hard to get, challenging to find vehicles on the planet. And what I mean by the planet is the United States, because you can't find them anywhere. TRD stands for Toyota Racing Development, and that's Toyota's performance division. And so they have the vehicles tuned and calibrated and set so that they're high performance, whether you're on the road or off the road, mostly off the road, really. And starting in, I believe it was 2015, we had the unique color every year for TRD Pro. Inferno Orange started things off. Then we had other colors like Cement and Quicksand and Cavalry Blue and Voodoo Blue and Army Green for 2020. Of course, Lunar Rock is the new exclusive color for 2021. You'll see that in 4Runner TRD Pro, Tacoma TRD Pro, Tundra TRD Pro, and Sequoia TRD Pro. Do you like apples? How do you like them apples? Let's take a look around the TRD Pro so you can see what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. This is stock, so everything you see on it is what comes right from the factory. There will be a couple options that I'll tell you about that are, well, frankly, optional. You can get it in manual transmission, or you can get it in automatic transmission. This one is automatic. It's totally automatic. Then you can see the black badging. How do you like the Army Green? To me, this has been a very popular color, but it's also polarizing. In other words, some people really want it and they really like it, and some people it might just not be for them. But it's something that everybody's been talking about. People have asked, what are you drinking all the time? Well, me, I've got a caffeine addiction. I'm trying to cut down the soda. I've done a really good job. What I do is I drink, 64 ounces, 2 of these bottles. You'll find it on my Amazon top picks list, but I drink 2 of these. It's all water, and then it's got the Crystal Light with caffeine. I choose either the orange or the grape usually, but it gives me caffeine, and then I still drink 64 ounces of water. I can tell right here. So performance, that's a great place for your water. Anyway, this is a 3.5 liter V6 engine. It produces 278 horsepower and 265 foot-pounds of torque. The rest of the powertrain combination is a 6-speed automatic or 6-speed manual transmission, depending on what your preference is. Now, what do we got going on here? It's a part-time 4-wheel drive, so you can switch it between 2-wheel drive, high 4, and low 4 if you're in the woods or a boat launch and you want to pull something out or kind of get out of that obstacle. Then you might switch it into low gear. It's got hill start assist, so it keeps you locked here for a couple seconds so you don't roll back. That's a good technique. And then it's also got multi-terrain select. That optimizes your traction based on the surface that you're driving over. Mud and sand, rock and dirt, moguls, rocks. And then it's got crawl control. Crawl control is a low-speed cruise control. It allows you to focus on your steering. Let's say you're going through deep sand or something like that. It controls the braking and the acceleration at a regulated rate based on low speed, medium speed, a little bit higher speed. It's never going to go fast, so it gets you out of the obstacle, and then you focus just on the steering because it might not be easy. Now is a good time to focus underneath the vehicle so you can see the important components there, and we'll also talk about suspension. Now, the first thing is, on all Tacomas, the ground clearance is going to be 9.4 inches. You can start to see glimpses of the TRD skid plate right here. It's special red stamped. And then we're gonna look at the suspension. This is 2.5 inch specially tuned Fox shocks with rear remote reservoirs. And this is designed to, I guess, get the best of everything because it's going to smooth out the bumps and the potholes and the uneven surface while you're going off-roading, but it makes it as smooth as possible while you're on road. Just want to try to show that off if we can. A lot of times you don't get to see underneath the vehicle. And we're going to go rogue here away from the handheld tripod right now so that you can see underneath the whole vehicle. And then we're gonna see the second part of the suspension system behind. There's your spare tire. We're going down, down, baby. Dun, da, 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 do, 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 do. I don't know the words. I know the groove though. I forgot to mention, if you're interested in this vehicle or any of our cars, trucks, and SUVs, you can contact me at toyotajeff1@gmail.com, and I'll let you know the best way to do it. My dealership specializes in both local deals and definitely out-of-state deals as well, so we'll try to make it as smooth and easy as possible for you. I'm out of Fred Anderson Toyota in Raleigh, North Carolina. Fuel facts on this car. It takes regular gasoline, just use 87 octane, that's totally fine. And then make sure you click it, otherwise your check engine light could come on your multi-information display. The fuel tank size is 21.1 gallons. 1.21 gigawatts? 1.21 gigawatts, Marty! And then the MPG is 18 in the city, 22 on the highway. It combines for 20 MPG. Some other things to note, you'll see that it's going to have brakes, but they're different types of brakes on the front and the rear. 11.7-inch ventilated disc brakes in the front and 10-inch drum brakes in the rear. It comes standard with blind spot monitor. See that? And then it also has rear cross traffic alert. That lets you know if there's somebody coming from behind you, from the side, or directly behind you, whether it's a person or a car, so you don't hit them. Some other things that I noticed along the side, we've got this matte black fender flare there so that it won't scuff up the sides if you go across any sticks or brush that might hurt the vehicle. And look at these alloy wheels. They're 16-inch alloy wheels. They've got the Goodyear Wrangler tires on them, and then they're black matte with red logos on them. These alloy wheels are about 4 pounds lighter each than last year's model, which helps with performance and agility and all that jazz as well. A lot more scientific than I care to get into, or no. These step bars, these Predator Pro step bars, those are optional and they were added at the regional assembly point. Most dealers are able to add those if you don't have it on your vehicle and you still want it. Has turn signal indicator here. Of course, TRD Pro badging. It comes with smart key, push button, auto open start. So you just put your hand on the door handle with your key and it'll unlock, and then you lock it by putting your fingers on those 2 parallel lines right there. And now we're gonna show you the front, but before I do that, I wanna show you the turn signal. Not the turn signal. Well, yeah, actually the turn signal. So you can see what that looks like all lit up. Everyone, I do not feel the greatest today, so feel free to write in the comments section that I sound awful, I look terrible. I don't care. Again, just like the last time, I'm pushing through. This is all worth it. So give it a like if you like the video and you feel like I'm making the effort. Also, watch an ad or two. All you gotta do is watch it all the way through if it's a short one, or let it play for 30 seconds or so. Maybe you'll see something good. Maybe you'll just let it play through. Either way, it does help me, so thank you so much. Now, let's focus on this. Let's focus on this monster here. We've got LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, and also Rigid Industries high intensity LED fog lights. This has Toyota Safety Sense, and you can tell that because there's this plexiglass shield here. It's a dead giveaway that this is Toyota Safety Sense at work here. The radar technology's here. The camera technology is right here, and that watches for cars and people and things like that. It's got pre-collision system with pedestrian detection during the daytime, automatic high beams, dynamic radar cruise control, and lane departure alert. Of course, it's got the Toyota signature grille here. A lot of people who get other models like an SR5 or something, they might want to get this same grille as well. I've heard that a lot. It's very, very popular. And then you'll also see the hood scoop. And the way you know it's a TRD Pro, you'll see the black hood scoop. It won't be color keyed. It's got the black decal there. And I will show you where the camera is. I think it looks like a GoPro lens and it's right there, the little trapezoidal shape. Remember that back from school? Trapezoids. What's a trapezoid? That's a trapezoid. Holla. Are you liking this video? Are you liking TRD Pro? Do you just like a Tacoma? Will you watch any video on Tacoma? We want more Tacoma, less Ronnie. The other thing that I think is super sweet is the TRD LED light right there. And of course the other side says Pro. It's like, dude, where's my car? Your tattoo says TRD. Your tattoo says Pro. It's really, your tattoo says dude. Your tattoo says sweet. We're gonna use it with TRD Pro. Many different features jump out at me on the back of TRD Pro. Number one, you're gonna see an integrated, very solid tow hitch along with the 4 and 7 pin connectors. On all TRD Pros, your towing capacity is gonna be 6,400 pounds and parking sensors. So if you get backing up, I was doing that when I was actually pulling out today, getting close to something, beep, 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 beep. It lets you know you're getting close. You might wanna be aware and not go too much further back. I like how right in the back of the tailgate, you've got this integrated backup camera. It's real solid. It's not gonna break off, I don't think. And then we've got a composite bed here. The nice thing about the composite bed is you don't have to worry about adding in an aftermarket like a Rhino liner or something like that. It's not gonna scratch, it's not gonna break, it's not gonna rip up your paint when you're moving or transporting something. You'll see a grounded outlet back here, and then a storage pocket in here. There is not one, I've said this on all 2020s, there is not one right there on the left side like you see in older Tacomas. I don't know why they took it out, they just did. There's also a deck rail system on the left and the right side at the top, so you can put bed cleats there and tie or strap things down so they won't roll. Also, more cargo news. We've got tie downs there and there and there and here, again, so you can bungee or strap things down. And then the window here does open up to give people in the back some air or just give you that sound that you like to hear. Now, depending on whether you have the seat all the way back in the front or you've got it a little bit more forward, maybe uncovering probably the biggest room for improvement in a Tacoma, and that would be the rear leg space. This is with the seat all the way back, so you've got, let's say, somebody who's 6'3", 6'5" driving. The backseat passengers, I'm 5'8". Right here, it is gonna be a little bit tighter. But now let's say you've got the seat a little bit more forward because you don't have the tallest person sitting there. If you notice the legroom, it's just fine. Headroom right here gives me some clearance. I like it. Yeah. And these right here, these are supplied. These are the cleats that come with it. That goes along the deck rail system in the back. The best way to set up your cargo space if you're transporting boxes and things like that is to lift up the bottom, take off the headrest, and then you've got a nice flat surface just like this. So it's perfect for your animals. I know a lot of people make actually beds for their dogs like this. You can lay across it. Of course, my feet are out, so don't shut the doors. When you have the bottom up, bottoms up, bottoms up, bottoms up, then you can open it to expose a little bit of extra storage room, also your jack equipment. Let's find out what's in here, kids. That's where you get more storage room. I just walked into my tripod. The instrument panel has been updated. You'll see larger multimedia screens in your 2020 Tacomas. You'll also see the ability to use Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Amazon Alexa. This one has digital dual temperature controls as well, along with a lot of your off-roading resources. Inside, I find that the seat is very comfortable. It has a lot of support to it. I also think it's really cold right now, so I'm glad that it does come with standard heated seats. The reason I was saying that about the heated seats before my camera fell is that because they do get cold when it's a little bit cooler outside. It's in the 50s right now here, but heated seats standard will warm it up real quick. I did mention that Apple CarPlay and Android Auto were part of the 2020 multimedia system. So this is Apple CarPlay. It shows you the most common apps that you might use on your smartphone, and they transfer it right to the car's computer. It also goes on the side here and shows you the last 3 apps that you've opened up. I've done phone, Sirius XM, Howard Stern, baby. And then this is my Waze. You can do Waze, Google Maps, iPhone Maps, or you can use the traditional navigation system that is in your truck already, the dynamic navigation system stock. We're gonna look in the passenger side so you can see these leather seats. They're embossed, which means they kind of have ridges that stick out just a little bit as opposed to being indented. And it has red stitching. You'll see the TRD shift knob. It's got these all-weather TRD Pro mats. There is no passenger power seat. And then this has kind of a blend of a blackish charcoal gray along with the metallic accents to kind of break up the all dark. View of the back without me sitting in it. And then a view of the front without me sitting in it. Power driver seat with lumbar support right here to help your lower back. This moves the back of the seat. This can move you up, down, twist it, and forward and backward. It has the front one touch windows, one touch, like so. It has the multi-terrain monitor so you can see in front of your vehicle, behind it, along the sides of it. I'll show you that in just a minute. This is what draws power to that grounded outlet out back. This is your rear spotlight, just like it says, auto high beams. Comes with a leather wrapped steering wheel, along with a 4.2-inch multi-information display that shows you different information about your car. This is how you pick up a call. That's how you hang up a call. This goes volume, preset stations. These are your multi-information display controls, like a keypad so you can go through it, and then radar cruise control. Notice that smartphone charging is wireless through Qi wireless charging, just like that. You can put your smartphone. This is for the back window. Let's rotate around. Might as well check out the visibility as well at the time. Okay. If you take the headrest off, if you don't have rear passengers, that's not a bad idea because you get a little bit more visibility, but I'm going to open up that window. It's power, and it does it very quickly too. Moonroof is standard. Moonroof in the house. Parking sonar off, parking sonar on, blind spot monitor off, blind spot monitor on. Electronically controlled transmission power that gives you a little boost of power. It's great for pulling a boat out of a boat launch or going up a steep hill. You can sync it up or not sync it up. And then here's your 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive knob along with push button start. Let's look through a couple of these real quick. You can do Sirius XM, Hip Hop Nation, holla. Home screen. I don't know what else we want to see. This is phone. That's the one I use most often. Here's your glove box so you can see what you're working with here. It's actually pretty big. You can fit double of an owner's manual plus a little bit more. And then up top we've got auto dimming rear view mirror with garage door programmers, home link, multi-terrain select, crawl control. You just set the different speeds or traction, locking rear differential, safety connect, moonroof controls, and then your lights. They're not the LED lights, just so you know. And then this has the extender so you can extend it longer to block out the sun all the way across that window. It's a good advantage. So what do you all think of Tacoma TRD Pro right now? Have any of the features I've told you jumped out at you, excited you, made you think, hey, I might want something like this? It's window sticker time. TRD Pro, automatic, made in San Antonio, Texas. Deep in the heart of San Antonio, Texas. Great safety ratings here. Here's the fuel mileage that I was telling you about. This is the factory MSRP if you were to buy it from San Antonio plant, which you can't because you have to get it delivered to the dealership. We've got these step bars that were added to it. Also paint protection along the door seams. It has 2 rear USB ports added to it. Also cable charging connector packages and cables. 48.8 is what this one is. Now let's look at the standard features. There are some features that are unique just to TRD Pro. See them? Here's the performance. Safety. Guess what? Exterior's next. It's got 6 JBL speakers, subwoofer, amplifier, really good sound system for the size vehicle that it is. I do want to show off this black chrome exhaust pipe here. TRD, yeah. Now when I say multi-terrain monitor, what I mean is there's going to be a camera up here that's, if you notice, it's angled downward so it can see sort of underneath the vehicle or right in front of the vehicle. You'll see one underneath each of the side mirrors. I'll show you one of them. It's right here. That's for the side part of it. And then we've got the backup camera right there. We might as well go all the way around and show the other one too. There's my water bottle. All right, so 4 cameras set up this system. Yeah, let's test it out. I want to show you the multi-terrain monitor. It displays right here. And what we want to do is we want to push this right here. It's going to show us an overhead view. It can show us, if we put it in reverse, the backup view. You can change the type of lines that you see. Some people like them, some people don't like the grid lines. I'm going to show them. You can also change the orientation. Now let's put that on side view. So now you can see what's along the side of your vehicle as you're moving. I'm going to try to get close to something. We'll go close to this trailer here. So you can see, hey, look, there's a trailer. You don't want to get too close to it. That's very useful. Now let's change the orientation a little bit more. If you notice, up to about 6 or 7 miles per hour, it'll show you what's in front of you. So that way, if you're going on a steep trail, that kind of a thing, we'll just go across this. Notice how it can show you the overhead view and the above view. Now we're going to check the side orientation. See how it shows the tree there? And then we're going to leave this section. It's going to be bumpy. Boy, that was a crazy off-road, you guys. I've never seen such a treacherous terrain. All right, and then let's go a little bit faster so I can show you when the camera does go off. That's about 6 miles an hour. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. What do you think of Tacoma? What do you think of Tacoma TRD Pro? What do you think of Army Green? Are you ready for Lunar Rock? We're giving you some food for thought here. So, more food. Please go to my website, toyotajeff.com. I'm going to be doing some interactive content there in the next couple weeks. you'll want to play and let your voices be heard, your opinions counted. Woo, that's going to be fun. Anyway, go to Instagram at Toyota Jeff 1, Facebook, Toyota Jeff. Also check it out, my writing, torquenews.com/Toyota. Thank you guys so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you. And bye. And out. 42, 35, 27.